Hi, this is my video for Scorpio. Looking at the next couple weeks ahead from April 15th to the end of the month. So I'm going to start out by pulling cards for you to see where you're at and what kind of energies are going to be surrounding your life over the next couple weeks. And then I'm going to pull a few cards to see where your significant other is at. And then I'm going to pull some cards to see how these energies mesh to see where you guys, what direction you guys are heading in over the next couple weeks. So let's start with you. What do you need to know about the energies that are surrounding your life over the next couple weeks? Scorpios, what's going on in your life over the next couple weeks, the next 2 weeks from April 15th to April 31st? What do you need to know about what's going on in your life? What do my Scorpios that are watching this video need to know about the path that they're on? Where is their energy the next couple weeks? What's going on for them? What kind of new things, what sort of new energy is coming into their lives? Scorpios, what sort of new energy is coming into your life? Okay, that feels right. Seven of Wands. Then we've got the King of Pentacles, possibly a new partner coming in soon. The Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay, so this is for my Scorpios. Let's see. So the Seven of Wands points to struggles, to maybe being emotionally attacked, to being around people, having people in your life you have to compete with, having to reinforce your self-confidence, maybe having people walk all over you a little bit and test your boundaries and push your buttons, and you really have to stand your ground with this Seven of Wands energy, and you have to be strong and determined and just keep those boundaries steady no matter who's trying to come through, no matter what this person is saying. Someone might be dragging you down a little bit. Someone might just be, testing the waters out and trying to see how much they can get away with. But you're a very powerful woman here. You're standing your ground. You're renewing your self-confidence, and you're setting these boundaries, and you're trying really hard to stick to them. There's just certain people in your life right now that might not really be respecting your boundaries as much as they should be. But this person is, ready to fight, ready to take on whatever they need to get their life moving again. This person is standing their ground. So overall, it's pretty good energy. Then we have the King of Pentacles after that. And for a few of you, this might mean a King of Pentacles coming in. This would be a man who could be an entrepreneur. He works really hard. He's successful. He's focused on money, but he's very logical. He's very mentally strong. He's very experienced. This man has worked hard for everything that he has. He's a very independent, very successful person. And for some of you, I think this person might be coming in. This person is looking forward. So I think for a few of you, maybe in about a week or so, you might be getting some sort of contact from this King of Pentacles. But I also feel like this is tied to the Ten of Wands that we have here. And this is, heavy burden, pressure, responsibilities, just someone that has the weight of the world on their shoulders. I think that you might have bitten off a little bit more than you can chew with this King of Pentacles. I think that maybe you thought you wanted this person, and when they came in, when you got them, it was a little bit more than you could handle. It was more than you. I think that basically they might have been hiding some of their true colors from you. They might not have been very forward about they might have just had some secrets from you. You know what I mean? Like you didn't see their true colors right away. You saw they put their best foot forward like the beginning of the relationship. They showed you what they wanted to show you. They showed you the best side of themselves. And I feel like you saw a whole nother side of them. You saw a darker side. You saw maybe some pretty severe issues that they were holding. Maybe they have some anger, maybe even misogynistic or abusive issues, that kind of thing that they hid from you, and then these came out. And I think, you realize this relationship, this person just wasn't all they're cracked up to be, you had this illumination, but it was extremely painful at the same time to realize that, this person was deceiving you in a way. This Ten of Wands energy, she just you can see this fire that's just burning her, this passion, this love she has for this person that's just kind of consuming her, and it's just weighing on her, and she feels depressed, she feels alone, she feels sad, she feels a lot of disappointment with this person. She feels like it's not turning out the way that she expected it to be. And here we have so this is the reading for the 15th to the 31st. So here early on, like the first week or so, we have the Seven of Wands. So this is someone who, was trying to get the respect that they deserve. They are in the beginning trying to get the respect they deserve. They're trying to stand their ground. They're not letting this person push their buttons. They're trying to work through it, although they've already been hurt so much that this person is already extremely defensive, because they know that they can't really open their heart to this person, because he's not taking it very seriously. He's not taking you seriously. He's not taking your emotions seriously. And so we have the Seven of Wands energy that's very defensive at first, but then she kind of falls into this depression, sadness, and kind of starts giving up hope on this person. And I'm gonna read too to see if there's like a soulmate or someone else coming in, because I feel like this is, I mean, it's sad, but overall it's pretty positive, because down here you have this new beginning. You know what I mean? Like you're letting go of this energy. It is really painful right now. I sense that there is a lot that you're going through the next couple weeks with this person, and that might hurt, but I feel like it's ultimately a really good thing, because you're clearing this person out. A lot of old karmic partners are being cleared out right now to make room for our true life partners, our true soulmates, our twin flames, just true love, you know what I mean? And so I feel like maybe this relationship wasn't really true love. This wasn't a relationship you could beat yourself in. This was a relationship where you had to constantly keep this person on their toes, otherwise they would mistreat you. You had to constantly be on guard and be defensive, and set these boundaries again and again, and reinforce these boundaries, and you couldn't just relax. Like this Ten of Wands, she has so much weight on her shoulders, and it's like, this is supposed to be your man. This is supposed to be the person that supports you. You're supposed to support each other. You should be able to cry in this person's arms and have them support you. You should be able to tell them how your day went. You should be able to have this mutual support and mutual love. And I'm feeling that they're not giving this to you, like your partner should be decreasing your stress, and this person isn't. They're just adding to your stress. And so overall, I mean, as painful as this reading kind of seems, it's good, because you're letting go of this karmic partner. You're not allowing yourself, I mean, later on, like later on in April, you're not allowing yourself to stay in the Seven of Wands energy, where you constantly have to be defensive, and you constantly have to watch them, and constantly have to worry if they're cheating on you, or if they're doing this, or if they're going to do that. You constantly just have to like play these mind games with them. And I feel like, here you're kind of accepting that this isn't the right person for you, and then that you don't want to keep doing this with this person. And so it's really, honestly, even though the next couple weeks seem like they might be a little bit difficult, it's a really good thing, because when this person's cleared out, that makes room for your true life partner, or your twin flame or soulmate, or whoever, to come in. And that's happening a lot right now, where these people are being cleared out, because we deserve a lot more. So this is just a reminder that you deserve more, and that you're not going to stay stuck in this energy. And so yeah, the Ten of Wands, it's just, this fire, this pressure, it's too much. You're just going in circles and circles with this person, and they're draining you. They're almost like maybe like a psychic vampire, where they're draining your soul, and you just feel depressed and you feel alone and sad, and you're not getting what you need in this relationship at all. And then we've got this Ten of Swords, which is again, pain. This is betrayal. This is just feeling like you're drowning. This could be secrets coming in with this person too, maybe telling you something that they've been hiding from you that's not so pleasant. Um, I feel like a lot of this betrayal is just kind of seeing their true colors. Like it might not be a specific event. It's more just like you saw the best in them at first, but now they've given you reason to let go of them. They've given you plenty of reasons to move on from them, and to stop seeing the best in them. You know what I mean? Like they've shown you their true colors now, and I think you know that there's not really any going back. Like there's no way to go back from that. You know what I mean? You can't go back to how it was in the beginning because you've seen their really bad side now, and it's not something that you can really deal with because you're a pretty good person, and so this person is just, they're not your match. You know what I mean? They're not giving you what you deserve. They're not emotionally available with you at all. And so this is pain, this is betrayal, this is accepting that you should move on, that you would be better off in the long run if you move on from this person. Um this is kind of like a almost like a dark night of the soul, like a rock bottom in a way. It's some hard moments, but it's also like a new beginning, new strength. It's like, the darkest before the dawn. So it's like you're clearing the energy out. You know what I mean? Like you're releasing this person, so that you can have true love, so that you can have the kind of person that you want in your life. So I think there's a lot of, even though there's a lot of pain in this Ten of Swords card, I feel like there's a lot of strength too. It's a new start for you. Like, even though it's painful right now, at least you're not stuck in this energy going around and around in circles with someone who's just not really treating you well. And then after that, we have the Hangman. And I think this Hangman it's really beautiful in this deck because, I mean, I think this is a really good outcome. Because the Hangman is about letting go and it's about having a new perspective. It's a time of pause where you're just kind of reflecting, and you're sacrificing this. The Hangman is about sacrifice, and you're sacrificing this old toxic relationship, or this could be a job for some of you too. It could be an old toxic job, but I think for many of you it's an old relationship. Um, and this person doesn't even necessarily have to be in your life. This could just be like an ex that you've kind of hung on to here and there, and you're finally doing like cut and clear rituals and uncrossing rituals, and doing the work to just really genuinely release them, not just pretend like you're over them, but actually like genuinely let go of them. And so I think this is great because the Hangman is, it's a new perspective. You're seeing things in a new light towards the end of April. And you have this rose that you're holding on to down here too. So you still have hope and faith in love, even after everything you've been through. You can still feel that there's a soulmate or a twin flame around you that's going to come in. You know that love is coming for you. You just don't know when yet. You know what I mean? You're holding on to this faith and hope though. So this person hasn't completely destroyed you, even if it feels like they have. Um, and so you have this new perspective too, where you see them as they really are. You're not trying to see the best in them anymore. You're not trying to argue with them and convince them to treat you well anymore. You're you have this new perspective, and you have this new perspective on life, where I think after this relationship you learned a lot, and you learned that you need to match energy. You learned that you need to be more careful with who you give your energy to. Maybe be a little more cautious about, people that are charming. Make sure that they're actually genuine. Make sure that they take the time to really win you over. Don't just give in to them too early on. You know what I mean? Just don't give your energy up to them too early on. So I think that came out of this a much stronger, much better person, because you learned so much from this, and you're letting go of it. You're sacrificing, you're surrendering to the universe. you're letting go of all the pain and the fear and the chaos in your mind and all the negativity and and it's just this beautiful moment that you have it towards the end of April of just surrender and just trusting the universe and letting go and allowing yourself to relax and allowing yourself to just open up finally and allowing yourself to not try to control everything or not try to fix everything, you know what I mean? You're in this point where you're just kind of like in a meditative state almost where you're open, you're letting it all go. You're, it's a new journey for you basically. All right. So, let's see. Okay, and so for many of you, I do feel like I do feel like you just let a toxic partner go, but I feel like, May, June, I mean, the timelines are going to vary, but there are new soulmates and and also twin flames coming in for many of us this year. So don't be discouraged, I feel like that's still coming. It's just getting past this energy the next couple weeks at first. What do you need to know about your love life? Let me ask that. That's a good question. What do you need to know about your love life right now? Like, where is your love life headed? Because I didn't pick up on a soulmate quite yet. I felt like you're holding, and I feel like towards the end of April, you're letting go, and so doing that is going to manifest this soulmate because it's like you're opening yourself up. You seeing what happens, and I just want to see. So let's not pick up on this energy of this old karmic partner. Let's pick up on another energy. Where is this person's love life going over the next couple weeks? Or let's say over the next 4 weeks, because the next couple weeks you're dealing with this pain and you're dealing with releasing this person and finally, moving past them. So let's see, like let's say 4 weeks. Over the next 4 weeks, what's going on in this person's love life? For the people that are watching this, the Scorpios that are watching this. What is going on? So your love life over the next 4 weeks. Okay, Justice. That's a really good card. It's like you just went through everything we just talked about with that person but you're receiving justice. You know what I mean? Like your guides want you to have a lot more than what you could have with that person. If it was like an abusive situation, if they ever did anything to hurt you, it's like, your guides want you to have more. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, Seven of Cups. Okay. This Justice card is searching for the truth. It's being fair. It's implying, you have fair judgment now. You're seeing things clearly now, and you're gonna get justice. You might get justice in this specific situation with this person, but I feel like, you're just getting justice in the sense that you're gonna be calling in new people now. You're gonna be calling in people that are much healthier to be in relationships with. So really just, be honest at this time. Take responsibility for your actions. Make sure you make the right decisions. Just search for truth and stay in alignment with that truth, protect your integrity. Don't let this other person basically drag you down, you know what I mean? Then we have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles here is about maybe financial struggles. Maybe not really quite greed, but just focusing you're focusing a lot on money, and it could be partially just kind of like a distraction because this other person has been hurting you, you know what I mean? And so you're focusing on money more. Um, but it's just taking up a little bit too much of your life. Material possessions might be taking up too much of your life right now. And, it's saying to find that balance. And we have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is all about its new beginnings, it's building foundations, planting seeds, making plans. And this could be some sort of like, some sort of new financial endeavor, some sort of new job, new career. And, I feel like there's a couple different groups watching these videos, and so I'm kind of led to interpret this in two different ways. For some of you, I feel like this is like an old job where it's like you might have been making money, um, but you weren't really happy. You see the look on her face. It's like she's kind of like she's numb, like she's got this money, but she's got like blood on the side of her face. She even looks like she has like a scar right there. Like a black eye almost, and it's like she's like not happy, you know what I mean? Even if she has this money, it's like she's just alone. And then this tower comes in, which is drastic sudden life changes, which I think is saying that over the next 4 weeks, you're going to be doing a lot of clearing work. You're going to be doing like you're going to be really like releasing old jobs that were numbing your soul. You're going to be releasing old abusive karmic partners, or just, not even necessarily abusive, but just people that weren't there for you, weren't supportive, weren't giving you the time of day, or weren't giving you the attention and love that you want in a partner. They weren't showing up for you the way that you need. Um, and so I feel like this tower here is just like overnight life changes, or like changes within like, like a week or two period of time that are just really intense, and they seem kind of overwhelming at first, but it's for the best, because you're leaving this job that was just numbing your soul, and you're leaving these partners that were numbing your soul, and you're finding yourself again. Um, and then for others of you, I think it's saying like you can have the financial abundance, you can have this new start with work or career or whatever it is. Pentacles is tied to like finances, abundance, like entrepreneurship, jobs, career, just money all around. And so I think, for some of you, the tower is saying like, if you want to get here, if you want to have that money, if you want to be successful like that, you're going to have to go through this tower moment first and clear out all this old energy, to get there. You know what I mean? Like you're being kind of blocked right now from it, because you have this old stagnant energy that needs to be cleared up. And so this is coming, these life changes are coming in the next 4 weeks. And then after that, we have the Seven of Cups, which is, it's dreams, it's fantasies, it's imagination. It's a little bit of confusion. You have options though, which is a really good sign with the Seven of Cups. Let me see if there's anything I can read on this. Let me see if there's any certain symbols I can interpret. See, there's some fire here. So it's dreams, and it's making these choices. And I think it's taking your dreams and manifesting them in the physical world. You know what I mean? Like there might be some illusion present, or some confusion, some, being lost in daydreaming, and you're finding this balance here. And you do have choices, so you're kind of introspective towards, the end of this 4 week period, where you're thinking about what you want, you're thinking about what to do next. You're making choices, but this tower moment was ultimately a really good thing for you, because it cleared up this old energy, but it's just leaving you at this point where it's like, where do I go next? What do I want to do next? Let's see what else I should ask. I think love is, coming in. It's a matter of working through this energy. It just kind of it's going to vary for everybody. Some people are going to get through this energy in a week or two. Some people are going to take months. It's don't expect to take months. Like I don't expect that for you guys, but it varies with different people. This could be energy that you've already recently gone through as well. Okay, so we know that our Scorpios are letting go of old karmic partners. They're standing up for themselves. They realize what they deserve now. They realize that they need someone who's actually going to be there for them, someone who's going to support them. And so they're reevaluating um, what they want and who they are in relationships, and they're setting these really strong boundaries, and they're realizing, that they can't play hard to get. They can't play these stupid games with somebody. They need someone who's actually mature enough, and they need a grown man who's capable of love. You need someone who you can cry in front of, someone that you can that you can just be yourself around. So I think the reason I'm not getting anything too clear on love is because some of you are going to hold on to this person, and it's just there's nothing to really channel about that, because it's if it's toxic, if this person, and you'll know if it's toxic, you know what I mean? Like, you're intuitive, you can tell. Like, you just have to be honest with yourself about the red flags and the green flags, you know what I mean? Like, if this person has said things that are misogynistic, or they've shown any signs of being abusive, like, you might be in denial about it, but um so I'm going to ask this a different way. Let's say that this person, let's say that the Scorpio is watching this, they let go of this toxic old energy, um within, let's just say, within a week. So let's just say that that's the path that they're on. Let's say that they do that they let go of this old karmic partner. Can you show me what will happen in this the Scorpio's love life if they let go of this old karmic partner? What will come next for them if they let go of this old karmic partner? Letting go? Well, yeah, we just said that. Forbidden. Choices. Playful. Oath. And then we also have, I don't know if you can, oh, you can't see it. I was led to draw these as well. We have meditation, and we have, and we have movement. Okay. So this letting go card kind of goes along with the Hanged Man card, and there's butterflies right here. This might resonate for some of you if you've been seeing butterflies around you. Butterflies are a symbol of growth, of rebirth, of change, just this beauty and this innocence. And so this kind of goes along with the Hangman card, where it's like you're letting go of your expectations. You're letting go of this energy. You're saying, I'm exhausted, and I can't do this anymore with these people, with friends in my life that are dragging me down, with partners that might be dragging me down, with whatever it is. Like, you're just telling the universe, I can't keep doing this. I need to work on myself. I need to develop some self-confidence. I need to set stronger boundaries, and I need to really work on attracting better people in my life, people that are actually going to emotionally support me and emotionally be available for me. And so you're letting go. You're letting go of the things that no longer serve you. You're cutting the things out that no longer serve you. You're standing up for yourself finally. So it's a really beautiful reading. And I feel like you're, with this forbidden card, I think that you're still you're still getting through these heavy emotions with this other person. Even though you're letting go and you're more intuitive and open, you're still gonna have these heavy emotions come up for a little bit as you process everything. And you have choices here. You do have a choice, but I feel like your guides are really protecting you from what's forbidden. Like, when they say this is forbidden, they mean you deserve more. You know what I mean? Like, you might feel depressed, or feel insecure, or upset that someone rejected you, or that someone grew away from you, or that no matter what you do, it just doesn't seem to be working out. And your guides are saying, they're protecting you from this toxic person. The red flags you see are them warning you about this person. um it's like a symbol to move on from this person, that this isn't what you want, this is forbidden, but the choice is ultimately yours. You know what I mean? You can go back to the past, you can go back to this cycle, but it might just keep repeating, it might just keep going on again and again, and so you do have choices. You can move on from this energy though, and your guides are supporting you. Your guides want a lot better for you from you. Your guides want a lot better for you than this. They want someone in your life that's going to support you, going to love you, going to treat you right. And so I think right in like the middle of right in the center of this energy, like probably I don't know the exact timeline, late April or so, maybe third or fourth week in, you're making this choice to either stay or to go on and hope for something better. And I think something better does come in. You feel playful after this, after you make this choice, after you cut off this old energy. You feel playful, you feel renewed, you feel lighthearted, free-spirited, happy again. You might be going out with friends more. You might just be like your silly, weird, funny self again. And maybe, with this other person, it's like they were kind of just draining your soul. They were depressing you. They were weighing you down. They were putting all their issues on you and just draining you, and they weren't there for you. They weren't showing up for you, you know what I mean? And so it's like once you release this, once you're moving past this, you get back in touch with the side of yourself that you might not have been able to have in front of this person, you know what I mean? Like maybe you just didn't feel safe enough to be playful with them. You didn't feel safe enough to be vulnerable and be romantic and be open and be, weird and silly and just be yourself because they didn't really get you. And I think, deep down you knew that. I think deep down you felt like, even though you cared about this person a lot or maybe loved them, I think deep down you're like, this isn't resonating with my soul. Like I want someone I can completely be myself with. I want someone I can be vulnerable with, someone I can cry in front of, who's not going to use that as like an advantage or see that as a weakness, you know what I mean? Someone who's going to just feel even closer to me if I cry in front of them, that kind of thing. That kind of just raw, honest, open vulnerability that you're wanting in a man. And so once you make this choice to let this other person go and to move on to better things, and this could be again any old stagnant energy, any like negativity that you've been holding on to. It could be past relationships too if you're not currently with someone. And you're letting it go, and you step into this light, playful, loving, creative, happy energy again. It's like you find yourself again because you've cut off this dead weight, you've cut off this horrible person, and so you step into this playful energy again. You're reinventing yourself. You're getting back in touch with the side of yourself that you lost, that you just couldn't have with them. And then you take this oath to never do that to yourself again, to know that you deserve better, to be strong, and to listen to the red flags, listen to your guides warning you about people, and listen to the green flags as well. You take this oath to reinvent yourself and to never give up your integrity again for anybody. And I feel like this is also like a soulmate or a twin flame coming in, and they're going to take this oath to you as well. They're going to take this oath that they're not going to treat you the way other men have treated you. They're not going to put you down. They're taking this oath that they're going to be your true match. They're going to be good for you. They're going to be a healthy partner for you. They're living by this oath. This is someone who has a lot of honor and integrity, and this person's going to really show up for you when they do come in after you've released all this. And then we have meditation, which is again kind of like the Hangman card, where you're just in this intuitive space. You're how would I even describe this? It's like you're meditating. I mean, you're opening your third eye. You're clearing your chakras out. You're relaxing. You're finding the time to rest, to heal, to recuperate yourself. You're getting more in touch with your guides, and you're starting to trust your intuition more. You're trusting their guidance more where you might not have as much before, but now you're trusting your guides to lead you to the right person because you don't want to keep going through that cycle again. And then we have movement where things just start moving for you. Your life starts moving, love starts coming in, new people, new situations, new jobs, new careers. You've gotten through the tower moment. You've gotten through all this sad, heavy energy. You've released the past, and you're doing the healing work. You're clearing out your chakras. You're doing the uncrossing work. You're letting these old people go, and after you've done all this, things are moving for you again, finally. New, better things are coming into your life. All right. I don't think it's going to give me too many details about this soulmate that's going to come in for you, because I think that your guys just kind of want you to take things one day at a time. You know what I mean? They don't want you to basically get caught up, wondering when this person's coming in, wanting to know every little detail about them. They want you to have faith in them. They want you to start trusting them, to show you the green flags with people and to show you the red flags with people as well. They want you to start really developing your intuition, and develop, like, just work on your intuition on a daily basis, and really just get in tune with your guides, get to know your guides, whether they're gods, goddesses, angels, spirit animals. Meditate and get to know them, and start developing these relationships with them, so that when you meet new people, um, so when you meet new people, you have your intuition, so it's like that's going to protect you a little bit more than just using logic and emotion. And I'm sorry it's so forward, but I'm kind of feeling that maybe some of the people watching this video have had codependent tendencies in relationships, um where you might just not have dealt with a lot of your emotions. You might just have kind of just focused on the relationship, and ignored all the red flags and ignored whatever you were going through. And so I think that's why your guides aren't giving you any like direct soulmate messages right now, because they they want you to really focus on rebuilding yourself. They want you to go through this tower moment and release all this, the old jobs, old stagnant dead end jobs, toxic people, family members, friends, lovers that are toxic. They want you to just completely clear your life out. They want these huge, drastic life changes and shifts for you. And they don't want you to get lost, focusing on like specific, like on a specific soulmate or a twin flame that's coming in. You know what I mean? They want you to focus on yourself, and focus on developing your confidence, so that when this person does come in, you have this confidence, so that you're not allowing anybody to walk all over you again. You're not allowing people to talk to you a certain way. You're not allowing anybody to put you down. And so I think that the next few weeks are really about like you stepping into your power, and you developing this self-confidence and becoming the person you want to be, and making these decisions for yourself, not relying anybody else to make these decisions for you, but you actually making these decisions for yourself, and deciding what you will and will not tolerate in a relationship, and sticking to that, having firm integrity, sticking to your boundaries, not letting anybody get past those boundaries, not let anybody just abuse you or hurt you, or talk down to you in any way. And so I think that's why they're not really showing me a whole lot as far as this new soulmate coming in. I feel like this person is going to come in, but I think they just don't want you to really focus on that right now. They want you to really focus on just on yourself, on rebuilding yourself, without like a romantic connection that's going to distract you, or going to influence how you rebuild yourself. Because I feel like if you are kind of codependent, it's like, if you meet someone else right now, it's like they might have too much influence on you rebuilding yourself. You know what I mean? Like you might take their opinions too seriously, or try to kind of like mold yourself into what they want you to be more. And your guides are saying like, no, don't do that. Figure out who you are just by yourself. Like, if just with nobody around, nobody to influence who are you? Like, really, like, get down like deep into it, and figure out like just who you would be with if nobody else was influencing you. No family, no friends, like no lovers, just you by yourself. Like, who would you truly be what kind of characteristics would you have? And then they want you to tune into that and bring those qualities out and live by those qualities, live by the qualities that make you who you really are, live from your soul, live from your heart, and stay true to that, stay consistent to that. They want you to just to love who you are so genuinely much, so deeply that that you just feel like you can never sacrifice yourself again for anybody. So they want you to feel like you can never give up that part of yourself again for anybody, and they want you to just stay true to yourself consistently. um and I think once you've kind of mastered that, I think that's when the love is going to come in. Let me pull I'll pull some cards from my love deck too. I could get so many different kinds of messages from this, so I figured I'll pull it anyway. Just see what comes up. This move too fast. I feel overwhelmed. Can we go at a slower pace? So this is again someone who, um, I think this kind of points to the codependency a little bit too, where it was too fast for this person. They felt overwhelmed, but you want someone who can handle that kind of love, and there are jealous and bitter people nearby that want to keep us apart. So there were toxic people around. I'm jaded and scared. Please be patient with me. And so, this person they are jaded, they are scared, they do have a lot going on, but do you really want to keep dealing with that? I think that's what you ultimately have to ask yourself. And for some of you, they are just jaded and scared, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is old energy that you probably don't want in your life anymore. But again, it's ultimately everyone's story is different. So for some of you, maybe you should be patient with them, but I think for the majority of you, it's like this is old energy. This person isn't stepping up and treating you right. So you can only be so patient, and you can only let this go on for so long before you just say, enough is enough and you can't do it anymore. Let's pull from my Isis deck. One second, let me shuffle these. What are the spiritual energies surrounding this person that's watching, the people that are watching? What are the spiritual energies that they're going to be going through over the next couple weeks? Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. The dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. Then we have Spirit of Isis. Triumph of the Goddess. And then we have Divine Sisterhood. Community of of spiritual sisters and brothers in light. So this is sort of like, you're becoming the woman you want to be, you're becoming the person you want to be, and so you're connecting with other women, you're empowering other women, and they're empowering you as well. So we have Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. This is about soul awakening. This is about spiritual and psychic gifts coming into play. This is about you figuring out what your true path is. You figuring out where you really want to go in your life. Figuring out what your true calling is, and sticking to that, and going on that path. Not staying stuck in dead end jobs that just aren't making you happy. This is you really just stepping into your calling. And this is healing. This is unconditional love. This is spiritual support. This is just becoming aware of these energies in your life. This is surrender as well. This is like we've talked about in this whole reading, it's about letting go and surrendering to your guides, to this divine love, to just pure healing energy. It's meditating and getting connected with the universe, just feeling like at one with everything and everyone around you, not feeling alone anymore, just feeling like you have this universal support, feeling like you have this love, and becoming aware of your guides and developing relationships with them. This is just faith, it's surrender, it's intuition, it's trusting where you're heading. It's blessings too, good things are coming for you despite, how hard things have been. It's You're still getting past this energy. You're still getting past this, this pain that you've been through, and everything else. You are moving past it. This, entering the chamber of the dark goddess, the dark mysteries. This is about shadow work, reclaiming our power. We're being confronted with, fears of loss, of failure, abandonment, rejection. You guys you're having this tower moment come in, where everything just gets shaken up. What you thought was going to be, ends up not. You end up going on a different path, and so this is you doing the shadow work. This is you. Just really looking at everything honestly with this new honest light, maybe looking at old childhood wounds. If you have a certain pattern with like emotionally unavailable people, it's you being honest with yourself about this pattern and where it stems from, and it's you doing the inner work to end this pattern, to stop attracting and being attracted to this type of person, and start attracting better people for you. So this is all just about, it's shadow work. It's you trusting your guides to be there for you, to get through this with you, no matter how messy and emotional and dark it seems at the moment. You're being called to be really introspective, to be really honest with yourself about everything. So, maybe journal, maybe write about the pain that you're feeling, maybe take a journal and write about all the pain you've been feeling, and burn the journal after like maybe a couple weeks of writing about everything, or a week of writing about everything that you've been experiencing. Just burn it, release it. Um, and just again, do this shadow work. Be really honest with yourself about your fears of loss, your fears of being abandoned, of being rejected, insecurities that you have, pain that you've suppressed, just anything that might be holding you back. You're being called to meditate, to go inward, to be intuitive during this time, and really bring these things to light so that they can be released, healed, and then so the right parts of it also can just be balanced with who you are, balancing the dark and the light. Then we have enter the chamber of healing, healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. This is a very, very sacred energy, I feel. This is it's pure healing. It's like you're gonna have these up and down moments where, you're kind of upset that you have all these life changes that you can't avoid it anymore. You can't avoid doing the shadow work, and you can't run anymore. You can't ignore all this anymore. And if you've been in this stagnant relationship where it's just repetitive, it's just going on and on, or it's just not going anywhere. Whether you're together or in separation, I just feel like there's a lot of like emotional unavailability with this relationship. Um, and so I feel like this is like a really sacred healing moment for you. I think you're gonna have a lot of these moments where where you just see the beauty in all of it, where you feel connected and at one with the universe. You feel like there's hope and faith again. You're reclaiming yourself, maybe parts of yourself that you lost with other people, maybe people that just drained you, and they took a big part of your soul, and so you're healing now, and you're just going to experience these moments where you just feel so connected to the universe, and you feel so open, and you feel so much universal love from your spirit guides, and through people like through people that you're going to be telepathically communicating with. Um, I think that I think that as you do this work, you're going to become a lot more intuitive, and you're going to start meditating more. You're going to start doing healing practices more, such as journaling, maybe keeping a dream journal as well. Um, Exercising more, doing yoga, getting out and having fun, and just you're going to really be going inward, and you're going to be doing a lot of different healing work for yourself and for others eventually too, possibly. Um, and so I feel like even though there was a lot of sadness and some pretty heavy energy in this reading, there's also a lot of really light, really just beautiful, pure, loving, healing energy that's going to be available for you, that's coming to you, that's present. And I do feel like you're going to be developing your intuition and connecting to your guides more. And I feel like I feel like you feel alone a lot, and this is kind of hand in hand with what I was saying about the codependency is, when you connect to your guides and you develop these relationships with them, you start feeling like you're never really alone, because you always have these guides around you that you can call on, that you can talk to. Um, and when you start meditating more and more and just opening your third eye and letting go and just, living in the moment, you become a lot happier, and you really you start feeling less alone, you know what I mean? You start feeling connected to the universe and to the people around you. You start feeling more whole within yourself, you start feeling just this, like you're never really alone, like you're always connected to other spirits. You're always able to telepathically communicate with the people you love, even if you're not in the same room with them. And so I feel like over this period, you're going to be learning that a lot more. You're going to really be developing this renewed sense of self, and really just standing your ground and being yourself, no matter what anyone else thinks, no matter what anybody else wants. I feel like after you get through this messy healing process, and through all this darkness, you're never going to allow someone to treat you badly again. You're going to be so confident and so strong coming out of this. You're renewed. You're a new person. You'll love yourself so much that you won't even consider dating anybody that's not giving you everything you deserve and more. And so, these healing moments are just very beautiful. It's you're getting in touch with your true self again, which I feel like you've lost over the years, but it's coming back now. And so this is a really great. There are a lot of really big life changes that you're going to be going through that are really just they're gonna make you a whole new person in a really good way. You're getting in alignment with your spirit. You're gonna be your true self, and that's when you are your true self. When you have this confidence and this strength and this just living from your soul, living from who you really are, and just standing by that so strongly. That's when this soulmate comes in. You know what I mean? There's some lessons, some healing and lessons. I hate saying lessons, because I'm usually not the type to preach about, like, I hate it when people preach about self-love and lessons and how you have to learn this and blah blah blah. But honestly, this is kind of where that reading is going, even though I didn't intend for it to go there, but that is what they're saying, whether I like it or not. They are saying, self-love is important, healing is really important, and ultimately, when you love yourself and you feel like you're going to be yourself no matter who you're with, this other person's not going to influence you. You're going to be weird and silly and fun and creative and whatever it is that you are, regardless of who you're with. And that's just so strong and so solid. That's when this new soulmate comes in. Um, and we have, I don't know why I moved the other card. We have Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess. So this is, again, is what I'm saying, where you're in your power. You have this, just all this self-love, and it's so beautiful, and you're looking forward to the future, and you're not obsessing or worrying about, this person or that person or whatever. You're happy with yourself. You're happy with who you are. So it's a lot of healing work, and a lot of inner work and meditation, and just just a lot of introspection and self-work that's going to be going on next couple weeks or so. And then we have divine sisterhood too, which is community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. So this is kind of like, to me, finding your soul family, your soul group, your tribe, finding people that are much healthier for you than people in your past have been. Finding like these connections with other women where it's like you're not worrying about what a man is or isn't doing. You're connecting with your friends. You're having these beautiful, supportive female friendships. Or, it could be men too, connecting with other men and having these, and not worrying about women, and just having these beautiful male supportive friendships, or both. It's like a combination, you know what I mean? But it's it's soul family. It's supporting each other. It's loving each other. It's seeing the value in friendships and family, and not just romantic relationships, but just the kind of deep connections that you can have just with your friends. I feel like you're going to really start realizing that you're going to start drawing in these much healthier, much more supportive and loving people, and you're going to feel really grateful to have them, and they're going to feel grateful to have you, and so this is just your soul family coming in. These people are going to start coming in more and more. Okay. All right, so overall, pretty good reading, I'd say. Like I said, once you get through this energy, you do have a new love coming your way. It's just a matter of getting through it. To purchase a reading from me, the information is below in the comments. I'm a new reader on YouTube, so please like me, like my posts, subscribe, share my posts with your friends if this resonates, comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you.